There are many strategies that are used in forex trading, and they are categorized based on the approach to the market trends. We have first the trend trading, the counter trend trading, and the range trading. I'll go deep into each of them later. And I want you to know that each strategy has its own set of challenges and advantages depending upon the market conditions. This is the Hallelujah Forex. I'm Dr. Nibujo Chrysolite. You are welcome. And I want you to go to the channel and learn more about forex trading. Now, when we talk about the strategies concerning the type of trading, Hallelujah Forex, we believe in trend trading. And trend trading involves identifying and trading in the direction of a prevailing trend. Maybe the dollar is going up or the gold is going up. You see the line is going up. So that's the trend. Do you understand? Or maybe it is coming down. That is the trend. That is the sell. When it's going up, that is the buy. So in Hallelujah Forex, we believe in the trend trading. We don't trade when it is counter or it is a range trading. We trade only when it is trending. Do you understand? And when you talk of trend trading, it involves identifying the direction of a prevailing trend, but with specific methodologies that fit within the Hallelujah Forex rules. We look for the trend trading, but this trend trading involves taking into consideration the Hallelujah Forex rules, the rules we have for Hallelujah Forex. What we rely on heavily is not what is normally done or what is known as the price action. This is, unlike traditional trading, they use price action. We Hallelujah Forex emphasizes the use of technical indicators. We don't do price action. When I started trading, I learned price action and so on. And I realized that it was not okay for me. But many people who are doing forex trading are using price action and so on. But I believe in using more of indicators. I believe in using indicators. And let me tell you people, the person who has taught me more of using indicators is No Nonsense Forex. That is VP. God bless him. No Nonsense Forex. So I don't believe in price action, and Hallelujah Forex, we don't believe in price action. We depend so much upon technical indicators. And the ones that are commonly used by the average retail trader. You understand? We use technical indicators, not price action. This system seems to remove emotion and subjective analysis by applying a structured rule-based system. You know, when we are using technical indicators, it is you move based upon the indicator and not based upon what you feel. Do you understand? This is what we do in Hallelujah Forex. The key concepts of trend. Let's just look at the key concepts of trend trading when you talk of Hallelujah Forex. What are the things that are in trend trading when you talk of Hallelujah Forex? One, we have a strategy, and that is the trend following strategy. We have a strategy, and that's the trend following strategy. The Hallelujah Forex method primarily focuses on following the trend, like I said earlier, than predicting reversals or tops and bottoms. You see, those who do the other trading, the price action and so on, they look for reversals. You see, maybe the gold is going up, and then they look at the higher highs. They look at the reversal. Once it has gone so high, overbought or oversold and so on, then they look for reversals before they trade, or what is known as the tops and bottoms. Do you understand? But in trend trading, we don't do that. The core principle is to trade only when the trend is clear, and to stay away from raging markets. We only trade when the trend is so clear. We don't do tops and bottom. Do you understand? We don't do reversals when we are waiting for the gold or the silver which has gone so low, and we say, oh, this has gone too low, so we're looking for the reversal before we trade. No, we like trend trading. So when it is coming down, it is so low, it is going down, sell. That is the trend. Maybe for days or weeks, that's the trend. We don't depend so much upon to trade upon one day. We blend maybe upon 3, 4, 5 days. Then we know it's a trend. Do you understand? Or maybe 1 month, or maybe 2 weeks, a week. Then we know it is trend. But when you talk of price action, it's not based upon trend. It's based upon what? Higher highs and higher lows. It's based upon tops and bottoms. It's based upon reversals. And that's not what you do when you look at, when we talk about Hallelujah Forex. The two is the indicator driven series. No price action. In contrast to many other strategies, Hallelujah Forex advises traders to avoid using price action techniques like candlesticks patterns, chart patterns, Fibonacci retracements, and instead we do trend determination and entries driven by a combination of indicators. Before we trade, we have about 6 indicators. We trade. They have the first confirmation indicator, second confirmation indicator. Then we have baseline. We have the ATR. We have the exit. We have the volume. So we use about 6, 7 indicators, and all the indicators should agree. We don't do price action. We depend upon what trend, and all the indicators should agree whether it is a downward trend or it's an upward trend. Now let's look at some of the indicators. We have the baseline indicator, and this baseline indicator is a key component of the Hallelujah Forex trend trading. The baseline. And the baseline as a filter to determine the overall trend direction. It's a filter, the baseline. And a baseline is like the super trend indicator. The super trend indicator, or a similar indicator, which is also, there are many indicators, but one is the super trend. Do you understand? The ALMA and so on. There are many indicators, which is a baseline indicator. And when it comes to Hallelujah Forex, we only take long positions when the price is above the baseline. So when you see that the candlestick is above the baseline, you see the candle is above the candlestick. Let's take it that the buy, the green candlesticks, normally it's in green. When it's above the baseline, do you understand? Then it means that you have to what? Buy. But when the candlesticks, which is red, is if below the baseline, then it should indicate that you have to sell. But like I'm saying, Hallelujah Forex, we don't trade based upon a single indicator. We trade based upon 6 indicators, and if these indicators don't agree, we don't trade. We don't trade. I hope you understand. Then we have what is known as the confirmation indicators. You have the first and the second indicators. So when you look at the baseline, we don't, like I said, we don't base it all on the baseline, but we wait for a confirmation indicator, and an indicator that can confirm what the trade or what we want to trade. Is like the Arun up and down, or the ALMA, the Arun up and down indicator. It's a very good indicator, and that will tell you, that should confirm whether it is an upward trade or it's a downward trade. The Arun indicator or the ALMA or the many indicators, which are also confirmation indicators, they will tell you whether the trade is confirmed before you trade. You have the confirmation indicator. Then we have what is known as the volume and the volatility indicator, or let me say the volume indicator. Do you understand? The volume indicator in the Hallelujah Forex method, volume plays a vital role in determining whether the trend is strong enough to justify entering a trade. Sometimes there are indicators to tell you that it is an upward trend, but when the trading for that day, the volume is low, or for that days, the volume is low, that many people are not trading. Do you understand? If the volume is low, you don't trade. So we look at the volume indicator also to determine whether we should trade or we should not trade. And we have what is known as the ATR. It's something like a volume also. It's like a volume also. The ATR is the best indicator. And like I'm saying, the most commonly recommended volume indicator is the ATR. That's the average true range indicator. You can decide not to call it a volume indicator, but okay, let it be on its own. It's the best indicator, the ATR, average true range indicator. Average true range indicator is a good indicator. You can use it for volume, but most of the time, just let it be on its own. That will determine how you should trade. If the ATR will determine if it is done in 2 weeks, you see, it will encourage you to whether you should trade or you shouldn't trade. And there's one main basic or very popular indicator, which is a volume indicator. It's known as the Wada-Ata explosion. Wada-Ata explosion. This is WAR, Wada-Ata explosion. And this Wada-Ata explosion is a very good indicator. It tells you whether you should trade or you shouldn't trade. When there's a Wada-Ata indication, I've done a video on the Wada-Ata in explosion. Just go into my channel and look for the videos, Wada-Ata indication, Wada-Ata explosion indicator, and then you understand how it is. Do you understand? When the Wada-Ata doesn't cross a certain line, you don't trade. You only trade when the Wada-Ata the volume indicator crosses that line. Just go there and go and study on the volume indicator, the Wada-Ata explosion. So no volume, no trade. If the volume is not supportive of the price action, listen very carefully. That is, the volume is showing weak or divergent signals, don't trade. That's for the price action people. You see, they will tell you that the volume, some of them also use volume. So if it doesn't support their price action, they don't trade. But we don't do price action. You see, so the volume indicator should agree with the other indicators, which I've mentioned already. And traders, we advise traders not to enter trades if the other indicators suggest a good setup. If the volume is wrong, never trade. And it's not only the volume. When the other 5 indicators don't agree, you don't have to. So like we Christians know, the Bible was made from the canon, 66 books. And the 66 books were brought together because they agree with each other. So there are some books which were not added to the Bible because they contradict the other books of the Bible. So in forex trading, hallelujah forex trading, all our indicators should agree before we trade. And that is why it helps us not to do adufude, and it helps us not to trade based upon emotions. We trade based upon the strategies. We trade based upon the agreement of all our indicators. I hope you understand. And then we have what is known as the first indicator is the entry indicator. You see the entry indicator, the first indicator, and there's an indicator called absolute histogram. Do you understand? Absolute oscillator, absolute histogram or absolute oscillator, absolute strength histogram or the absolute strength oscillator. Do you understand? They are most of the time the entry indicators many people like to use. They will tell you whether you should trade or you shouldn't trade. Do you understand? They are the entry indicators. And I'm saying when the absolute strength indicator, absolute strength histogram indicator, or absolute strength oscillator indicator, you see, you don't need to use the two of them. You don't need to use the two of them. But when you take one, they are all okay. When you take one and you use, they are the first entry indicators. This is when you use this, you agree with the other 5 or other 6 indicators. Do you understand? And that entry indicator, what I've mentioned, there are more than 100, 200 entry indicators. Do you understand? So as go on, experiment, just look for the indicator. I've done many videos on the indicators. Do you understand? Just go and watch them and then choose the one that will agree with your plan. So you have the entry indicator in the Hallelujah Forex system. And once the trend has been confirmed by the baseline and other indicators, such as the confirmation indicator and volume indicator, traders can enter the trade. And unlike traditional trend trading, Hallelujah Forex encourages waiting for the clear and conclusive signals before entering a trade to avoid false signals. I hope you understand. We don't do price action. We don't rush in trading. We do it poco a poco, little by little. Do you understand? And if, I repeat, and if the indicators are using don't agree, like the Bible canon, you don't trade. All of them should agree before you trade. And then we have what is known as the exit indicator. You see, as you are trading, sometimes you cannot tell whether you should exit or you shouldn't exit. But when you have an exit indicator, this exit indicator will tell you whether you should exit the trade or you shouldn't exit the trade. So we have an entry indicator that is different from an exit indicator. The entry indicator will tell you whether you should enter the trade or you shouldn't enter. The exit indicator is not part of the first 5. Do you understand? When you are going to enter, you don't look at the exit indicator, because the exit will tell you to stop. Do you understand? So when you have not traded, you cannot stop. So when you are trading, you're going to enter, you forget about the exit indicator. But when you are trading for maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, and so on, you look at the exit indicator. If the exit indicator says exit the trade, you have to exit the trade immediately. Do you understand? Exit the trade immediately. There are some things that we'll learn later, and I want you to know that if you listen to me, God will bless you. And let me just give you an indicator that is a very good exit indicator. That is the REX exit indicator. REX, R-E-X. It is very good. You can try. There are more indicators that are also good, but I'm just recommending indicators to you even as I talk. Indicators to as I talk. Now let me try and summarize it. Risk management. In Hallelujah Forex, we place huge emphasis on strict risk management. We are very careful not to lose our account. So we are very careful about risk management, and what we recommend is a risking not more than 2% of your account on every single trade that you do. And there's some people when they trade, they don't use stop loss. They believe so much that they win. So you don't use stop loss. But when you use stop loss, in case you are losing and the trade is coming down, do you understand? You are losing the trade. The stop loss will stop the trade automatically. So that's about risk management. In risk management, you need to put stop loss to protect against significant losses. Do you understand? And when you talk of stop loss, it is based upon your ATR. You need to have patience, no over trading, and one key aspect of Hallelujah Forex is staying out of the market when conditions aren't favorable. You don't have to do over trading, no adfude. You don't have to chasing trade is this. You don't believe in you chasing trade. Do you understand? You have to remain at the sideline if you are not sure of trading that day. And you don't trade based upon range. We trade based upon the trend. Based upon the trend. So this is just what I want to tell you. This is what I want to tell you, that we do trend trading. That is what we do. We don't do cherry picking. We don't just do cherry picking. We are very consistent with our key. And like I keep on telling you, we need to be disciplined anytime you are trading, doing forex trading. You need to be disciplined. And when you are disciplined, I know God will bless you. May God touch you. May God bless you. I'm Dr. Nipoje Christolite. This is Hallelujah Forex. Just go into the channel and then watch the other videos. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share the video to your friends. And don't forget, forex trading is good. In forex trading, every day, $7 trillion is pumped into forex trading. But let me caution you, many people lose in forex trading than winning, because you realize that you need to trade. Today I was watching some videos on forex trading, and you can tell how people were losing because of adfude, greed. You see, when you are so greedy, you can lose. When I started forex trading, Greed was one of my weaknesses. Let me confess, greed, because I wanted money to do the gospel, to push into the business of God. So greed. So please, Hallelujah Forex, one of the things that we teach people is no greed. Have patience. Rely upon God. Trust God. Don't overtrade. May God bless you. May God touch you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.